Good morning, my name is Anya, and along with my colleagues Jacob and Nan, we will be discussing the possibility of Ramsay Health Care creating a triple bottom line report. Now, we understand that Ramsay already do a lot of reporting and it can become quite costly for them to do so. However, we believe that with our recommendations, this report will be a very worthwhile investment. So what exactly is a triple bottom line report? Well, it's showing the company's improvement and investment on three main elements. So there's firstly is social, secondly environmental, and thirdly financial. Companies are under more pressure than ever to prove that they're performing overall and not just in a financial sense. There is a lot more focus from investors on the other aspects of the company. As well, with Ramsay Health being a publicly listed company, ASX have a list of requirements that they must fulfill to make sure that they are disclosing all information that could be used by investors to make a decision. So that's including anything to do with their outside things apart from financial, so their social and environmental progress. Overview of how this presentation is going to go. We'll be discussing each element of the report and how best to present them, and then the overall recommendations as well as the benefits of including each section. So now on to Jacob, who's going to start us off with the social aspect.
In analysing the social aspects of Ramsay Healthcare in order to provide recommendations on how they are able to create an effective triple bottom line report, we have taken into consideration their annual report for 2014, their social report, as well as their corporate values. We believe that Ramsay has a lot of vital information that could be included in their triple bottom line report. Firstly, we acknowledge that Ramsay has a strong focus on employee quality and satisfaction. But how does this quality and satisfaction extend to patients? How does it play out in a day-to-day level? What is it day-to-day that separates Ramsay from other hospitals? Diversity. How diverse is diverse? We know that Ramsay has operations both nationally and internationally. Internationally, Ramsay has 50,000 staff spread out across 5 different countries. Of these staff, 80% consist of female employees, and 55% of managerial roles are occupied by female employees. We know nationally that Ramsay has employed 200 international interns annually. We know that Ramsay has a strong focus in diversity, but we need evidence of this. How is this played out within their workplace culture? Lastly, we have seen that Ramsay's corporate values includes internal social factors as well as financial factors. However, we believe that there should be more consideration put into external social factors, how they have an influence in the community around them, as well as a mention of the environmental factors.
The business today has changed. People are more concerned about where there's money going. Is this an add-on indicator? Eventually, people can see the makeup of the company without consideration of the environmental impacts. Ramsay Health Care recognizes that reducing the unnecessary waste and minimizing scale result is consistency with ongoing financial sustainability in terms of meeting the expectation of customer, increasing in profit, reducing expense, and minimizing risks. In the report, Ramsay Health Care has been upgrading LED lighting in their facility, and LED lighting contribute to energy saving and sustainability by improving working conditions to deliberate direct light and lowering the energy need to power lighting fixture, resulting in saving the lighting costs. And the nature for this project is that the company will meet the sustainable goal as a green building and cut significant energy costs. Therefore, recommendation in the past, legitimacy theory are more concerned about economic performance, but now they are more concerned about environmental and social performance as well.
Thereby, we have come to the following recommendations in the creation of a triple bottom line report for Ramsay. Firstly, there needs to be evidence of how the employee satisfaction and quality overflows to patients. How does this benefit patients and what does this mean to patients? Secondly, diversity is a strong asset of Ramsay Healthcare. We need to see evidence of this, and this needs to be mentioned strongly within Ramsay's triple bottom line report. A recent ING report has proved that harboring a cultural diversity within the workplace produces long-term profitability. Lastly, the day-to-day operations of Ramsay needs to be mentioned. How exactly does this play out? And as well as the other aspects, there needs to be evidence of this. Ramsay Healthcare also needs to incorporate graphs and statistics within the triple bottom line report, as these make a big impact on how exactly it is read. However, this will be further mentioned later on.
Okay, overall our recommendations for the report and the actual content and formatting of the report. So Jacob and Nan have gone through what we would include as far as content goes. As Jacob said, using graphs and statistics to really highlight the point, and using that legitimacy theory to make sure that we've got evidence to back up what we've already been doing. And so we were looking at the actual format, so having colours for each of the three sections, so social being blue, as it's a trustworthy colour and represents strength, which is really important for Ramsay because they really emphasise their use on social. Green for environmental because it has strong connotations already and really promotes growth and peacefulness. Financial for yellow, as it's an optimistic colour, so it really promotes the idea of these figures are good for future trends and really building confidence in the investor. We've done some research, and colour is really important with memory retention. There's been several investigations into it, so that will really help our investors to remember each section. As well, keeping in with the theme, making sure that statistics and graphs are in the same sort of colour patterns. So if we have graphs for, say, environmental, then they're done in ranges of greens, just to keep the flow of the report nice. Also having social first, as it's the most important for Ramsay, and then environmental, and then financial, as that's already covered a lot in the annual report. In conclusion, we feel that it will be very beneficial for Ramsay Health to create a separate triple bottom line report using the recommendations outlined. Finally, we'd like to thank you for your time and consideration.